So, in continuation of our topic, before dating or before going into marriage. As I said, do your research, do your check, as much checks as possible, as much questions as possible, talking, checking. Do as much of it as possible. Ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice? Whatever it is you want to sacrifice, that's your choice. It's between two of you. So, apart from what's been said about how compatible you are with each other, so now let's get into some things you might want to check, or some things you might want to, some questions you might want to ask this person. Bear in mind, you that is doing the check on someone else and asking questions, as I've said before, I'm repeating it here again, check yourself. Ask yourself the same question, because if you say you're checking, if that person is, take for instance, I want to check, is this person a reliable person? Or are they not reliable? Will I be able to rely on them? Ask yourself, are you reliable as well? Are you reliable? Or, if you're not reliable, and you want somebody that is reliable, why? Isn't that selfish? Isn't that a selfish thing? You yourself, you're not reliable, and you want to marry somebody that is reliable, because you don't want to marry an unreliable person like you. When you're unreliable, how does that work? Or except if you're ready to change. Are you ready to change your ways? Or you want to remain that same person? Love is not selfish. So, as I said, when you check, these things you're checking about somebody, check it about yourself as well. Ask yourself and check yourself before judging others. Because that person is not reliable, you're judging them. As Jesus Christ said to us, why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye, your brother, your sister, and you pay no attention to the plank in your own eyes? How can you say to your brother or your sister, let me take that something in your eyes away, when you have yours in your eyes that you haven't taken out too? Jesus said you're nothing but an hypocrite. So that's why you want to check somebody, check yourself as well. First, take that speck out of your own eyes. Take it off first, so you can help that person. Take for instance, when you go in the plane, when they're telling you about the safety, what do? When problems start, you have children, do yourself first before you can do the child. Because when you do yourself, that's when you'll be able to help the child. So, heal yourself, help yourself first. Don't be an hypocrite, okay? So, now, here we go with some questions. Now, you could ask the person that, okay, to start with, you need to create time. Because if you want to ask a question, or you have some questions you want to ask, what of if the time is not right? What of if they're busy, or they need to get to somewhere, they need to go and do something that moment? You could see it in a way that this person is not giving me their attention. So, what I would say first of all, try to create time for both of you, in order to be able to have the talk, to have the communication. So then, you could now start with the questions, such as, is there any situation or circumstances in their life that they're going, the reason for going out to you or with you or wanting to marry you, they just want to fulfill that gap? Or you as well, are you going out with this person, or you want to marry them because you want this thing in your life. Oh, I saw this car and the only person that can buy it for me is that man that just hit that million jackpot. Is that why you're going out with them? Is that why you want to marry them? I want to marry somebody with money. This person, the president or the prime minister or the whatever's child, I want to marry them. Money could run out. So remember what I said before, changes. Unexpected changes could happen. So if there's no love, that is problem. So you need to check yourself as much as you're checking them. To see, are you going out with me? Or probably, or do you want to marry me in order to fill certain gap in your life? Then you need to ask them. Or ask yourself. Or let me put it this way, ask them. But remember, this you check yourself as well. So, are you in a relationship, or has any of you been in a relationship before? And if yes, are you still seeing the person? Are you married? Were you married? Now widow, separated or break up? If separated or break up, why? What caused it? How long ago? How do you keep your ex number, the pictures, items, or probably items from them or anything to remind you of them? Or are you still in love with your ex? Or do you have child together or children? Ask these questions. They are important in order for you to get to know this person. If they've been in relationship before and has now break off or in disagreement, are they going out with you to while away time or to recover? So you need to check all this. And then, is there any situation or circumstances in your life that you are going through? Things that you want me to know, or things that could affect us? So you ask those questions. Then, as you're asking questions, you need to also ask them, do you want children? Do you want to have children? If yes, how many? When, after getting married, do you intend to start having children? Another thing, is the child's sex, the gender, is it important to you? Be it male, female, is any of such things important to you? Again, after birth, all those sleepless nights, what do we do about it? How do we go about it? Who do the waking up? Do we do it as shifts, or is it one person's job? Ask all these questions. And when children come into it, how will the children be looked after? Washing, changing, looking after them, taking them to school. And do we want daycare for them? Going to childcare, nursery or whatever? Or do we fit our jobs around caring for the children? You know, all these things. Ask so many questions about children. Oh, another thing again. What type of education do you want for the children? Ask them. Do you want these children to go to state school, to private school, to this? What type, if it's private school, what type of private school? Which one has ever been in your mind? Because you need to think price-wise, or if you can afford it, if this person doesn't want to spend money. So all these things, ask questions. What are their views on children's upbringing? Is it one voice as parents, or when daddy say this, mommy will say another? When mommy say this, daddy will say another. Remember, conflict. cat and dog. Because children, they're watching you, they're looking at all these things. So you need to sort all this out. You don't want to start having arguments in bringing these children up. So also check, how do they treat children? What's their reaction to other people's children? And again, if they want children, if it's not possible to have children? What's their view? What could be done? You need to ask all these questions. Remember, communication, discussions, checks, and ask questions. Questions that are worth having, because it's worth it before you go into marriage. They are the important aspects that you need to pay attention to. Don't just look, oh, this person is beautiful, this person is handsome. Ask questions. Ask all these questions. And as you're asking them the question, you too listen and look at their responses, their reactions, how they answer those questions. Look at it. Because that will determine what you do next. So you need to spend time doing all these things before marriage. Remember, during conversations, you will hear more, you will see more. Because as I said before, out of the heart are the issues of life. Oh, you need to check. And as Jesus Christ said in Luke 14:28, during one of his teachings, suppose one of you want to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, this person began to build and wasn't able to finish. So if you're thinking of getting married, do the same thing. No? All this is you making your plans. You need to ask questions. You need to get to know the person. But above all, you need to build your marriage on a solid foundation. And that solid foundation is the Lord. If the foundation should be destroyed, what can the righteous do? You need to check. You don't want to do buy now, pay later. Because if you don't do all this check, if you don't do your research properly, and you go into marriage and the marriage fails, what's that? That is buy now, pay later. Marry now, separate tomorrow. God forbid. That will not be your portion. Let me pause here again. So this is part 6 of part 10. Let me pause here. There's still more questions to be asked.